Now, the plan in my head today is for this to be a short talk. Let's see. It's great to be able to share this time with you all again, and I hope you're doing well. So, without further ado, let's crack on. Genesis 12 and verse 1. The Lord said to Abram, "Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you." He's kind of saying, leave behind all that is familiar to you. The people and the things that you're familiar with, the culture that you're accustomed to, and the future you thought you had. That's the bit related to father's household. See, the father's household would be his inheritance. So go away from all of that and go to a new place. Yesterday, for those of you that were around at the time in the meeting at Nigel and Elaine's house, it's a virtual meeting, the online thing. And Nigel talked about this train going through a tunnel, and the church is like that at the moment. And when we come out of the other side of the tunnel, which we're not there yet, we will emerge into a new land, and we'll have to learn new ways of being and doing church. And it's a very similar thing to Abraham here. Interestingly, Nigel said that after I'd already prepared that, and he didn't even know what I was going to say today. So maybe this is a God thing going on here today. So reading on, Genesis 12, verses 4 to 8, it says this. So Abram went, as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old when he set out from Haran. He took his wife, Sarai, his nephew Lot, and all the possessions they had accumulated, and the people they had acquired in Haran, and they set out for the land of Canaan, and they arrived there. Abram travelled through the land as far as the site of the great tree of Moreh at Shechem. At that time the Canaanites were in the land. The Lord appeared to Abram and said, "To your offspring I will give this land. So he built an altar there to the Lord who had appeared to him. From there he went out towards the hills east of Bethel and pitched his tent, with Bethel on the west and Ai on the east. There he built an altar to the Lord and called on the name of the Lord." See, as a church, God is calling us to a new thing, and it is unfamiliar territory, genuinely a new thing, a new way of being. It's not a return to the old way of being. Let me just make that clear. It's not a return to the old way. It's not going to be how things were. It's a new thing. And I think actually God has already started this amongst us, out of necessity actually. But how prepared are we to simply say, okay, yes, let's do it? See, Abraham, he just said yes. He said, Abraham went as the Lord had told him. Wow, what a guy. And responding to the call of God requires faith in him. Hebrews 11 verse 8, it says, by faith, Abraham, when called to go to a place he would later receive as his inheritance, obeyed and went, even though he did not know where he was going. And the truth is, we don't know where we're going, but we know the one with whom we travel. That is Jesus Christ. God is leading us to a new place, an unfamiliar territory. Isaiah 43 verses 18 and 19. Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. God is the God of the new. Us, for example, we are undergoing daily renewal in him. He is leading us into the new, ever leading us towards himself. And although we wander into the wilderness. He is the one that takes us there and provides the way and the means to thrive. Can we perceive it though? Can you see it? Do you know it's happening? Are we noticing that God is doing something extraordinary here today with us? Do we want to join in? Do we want to engage with him in it? You know, all of this stuff I'm saying, it actually seems a little bit vague. And it is. I think it's supposed to be. Because this is what the unknown is like. We just don't know. It is unknown. So what do we do? You know, God is calling us to go somewhere. We're not exactly sure where it is. It's new. It's not the same as the old. It's yet to be revealed. Well, in the meantime, we trust. We go, yes, we'll go. We will follow you. Lead us where you want us to. And we will put our faith in you. So, now, after my talk, we're going to have a song. And it just really fits with these times. And here's a few lines from it. You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. And there I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep, my faith will stand. Have a listen, join in and sing if you want to. But if not, just put it on and have a listen. It'll be following this talk. So have a great day today, and may you know that as you walk, you're not alone, because we walk together with God into the unknown. He is with us like a pillar of fire.